Despite the moratorium on commercial whaling, some indigenous peoples are allowed by the International Whaling Commission, the IWC, to hunt a limited number of whales to meet long-standing cultural and nutritional subsistence needs. One of these people is the Inuit of Greenland. Most whale meat is sold directly off the fishing boats that catch the whales or at local meat markets, called bredet. In this way, the local, often isolated population can cheaply buy meat directly from the hunters. However, whale products are also sold in large quantities to city supermarkets at very high prices relative to other products. Investigators documented that commercial retail companies actually commissioned whale hunters to bring them whales when their stocks were low. This is done with full government knowledge and approval. Vacuum-sealed and frozen whale meat, as well as mattak, the skin and top parts of the blubber, which is popular as a snack, are then sold in supermarkets across Greenland. Furthermore, in tourist destinations like Ilulissat, whale meat is even sold to luxury hotels for tourists, as this whaler explains. WDCS is concerned that whales killed to provide snacks and fancy whale dinners such as this cannot contribute to meeting the legitimate subsistence needs of Greenland. Providing whale meat to tourists or town people, who have all the other options of a modern supermarket, limits the availability of whale meat to those in remote settlements who live under harsh circumstances and have a genuine subsistence need for whale meat. As long as Greenland fails to take its full quota of whales, yet can still sell a surplus to supermarkets and hotels, it cannot justify any increase in its whaling quotas, as it has repeatedly requested. Under the criteria of the International Whaling Commission, an Aboriginal subsistence whaling quota must be based on subsistence need for local use. However, Greenland's calculations of who the quota provides whale meat for do not distinguish between the original people of Greenland, the Inuit, who culturally eat whale meat, and the Danish population of Greenland, who do not. Another matter of concern is animal welfare. Whales are hunted by exploding harpoons fired from fishing boats or by rifles from smaller boats. Greenland started hunting bowhead whales in 2008. Lack of proper equipment and the inexperience of its hunters in killing, landing, and flensing whales, which can measure over 15 meters and weigh up to 70 tons, is clear. During April and May 2010, serious problems occurred with the hunting of 3 bowhead whales in close succession. It appears that most of the meat of the first 2 whales was wasted due to lack of appropriate tools and an instruction from government officials to flens the whale at a distant and unsuitable site. It took hunters 5 harpoons to kill the 3rd bowhead whale, which took more than 2 hours to die. This whaler participated in all 3 hunts.
Kisalimi tokulaksit, tokulaksit na nangipak po ni kay matum, koktum.
The techniques used in rifle hunts are also cruel. Since a dead whale would sink, hunters acknowledge that they cannot kill it outright with the first shot. Instead, they aim to injure it with the first shot so that they can attach buoys to its body with handheld harpoons. It can take half an hour or more before the animal dies. This biologist of the government of Greenland explains how to shoot a whale without killing it.
How does it work? The rifle you have to shoot in the head also?
No,
or where do you...
then it sink
Okay, so where do you shoot?
for the lungs.
For the lungs?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then...
But then the air goes out and it would sink also? No?
But it's still alive, so it keeps up.
Okay.
And then they drag it in at the
Okay.
coast.